Hello, my name is Michaela, and I decided to start recording because I was just sitting here minding my business. I was actually arranging these roses that I was gifted on a date. Don't ask about it. It didn't go well, but I got flowers, so that was nice. And I was cutting them and putting them in this. Anyway, I was talking to myself, as one does, so I decided why not record myself talking to myself. Then I was like, ooh, I'm going on a trip to Europe in 11 days, 11, 10, whatever you want to call it. 11 days, I guess. Yeah, 11, 12? 12 days? 11 days? I don't know. Something around there. I'm leaving on 22nd. It's the 10th. So I guess that's 12 days? I don't know. 11, basically, because it's 11 o'clock. But I decided to start recording because this is, for one, my first trip out of the country. I've never left this country before. I just got a passport like 4 months ago. And I'm nervous. And I'm also kind of going alone, but not really. Like, I'm kind of basically going alone because I planned this with my best friend, air quotes included for a reason. And yeah, so we planned this with a travel group, but it's a group of strangers. So like you're going alone, but not. You're going with strangers, which like, I don't know. I guess I should just say I'm going with strangers, but then like people get freaked out when I say I'm going with strangers and it's not freaky. I'm eating dragon fruit and cotton candy grapes. I have the palate of a toddler, so I can only eat the cotton candy grapes. I don't like the flavor of regular grapes, so I eat cotton candy because they're sweet. Also, these are not regular dragon fruit. They're the honey dragon fruit because I don't like the flavor of the regular dragon fruit. So these are the honey dragon fruit. But they're almost out of season because I was at Sam's Club and I was like, oh my gosh, these are huge because I have found a pack of like 3 big ones and they were on sale for $5. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's such a good deal. And then the lady was like, oh yeah, this is our last shipment of the season. And I was like, I should have been buying honey dragons this whole time. I've only been buying them for 3 weeks. Maybe that's all the season is. I don't know. So good. It tastes like ice cream, kind of. I feel like I say that and then like it's weird. I'm gonna put these here so you can kind of see them. Because you guys want to hear about this date? It was like, okay, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I'm so picky. I just will always find something wrong. Every time I go on a date, I feel like that. And dates are weird. I don't know. I got flowers though. This is the first time I've ever gotten flowers. So that's not like from someone, but like on a date. That's so nice. He was so sweet. Just like, I don't know. I like try to talk about myself and then he would just talk about him, which like, no, that sounded messed up. But like I would talk about myself and he would kind of like cut me off just to like talk about him. And then I think that's like a regular occurrence with men. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know. I mean, he also hasn't Snapchatted me, but it's whatever. It's whatever. I don't even care. Hopefully when I go to Europe in 11 days, I find a 90-day fiance. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that I find a 90-day fiance. I really hope so. That's like my dream, is to find a 90-day fiance and move out of this country. But I was gonna say, I have been prepping for this trip for like 2 years almost, maybe even more. I feel like 2 years. Well, kind of 3 years because we planned a trip to Greece first. Has it been 3 years? Maybe just 2, maybe 3. I honestly couldn't tell you a time frame. All my years and days blur together. Anyway, our original trip was going to be like the Greece girlies, but then we were like, but when we actually went to like booking the trip, we saw this trip to London, Paris, and Amsterdam, and I was like, oh, but we could go to 3 countries instead of 1. For our first trip, we could get like, we just want to experience like as much as we could, and this trip had a lot more to experience. The Greece one was just like Greece and the beaches, and like, don't get me wrong, I want to do that. Like, I'm going to do that eventually. Just right now, I feel like first trip, you want to get more cities in. But now I'm kind of regretting it because there's so much stuff I want to do in London in so little time. And there's so much stuff I want to do in Amsterdam in so little time. There's not a lot I want to do in Paris. So if you see this, please give me suggestions on what to do in Paris because I have no clue. I was going to Paris for her. So I was just going to do what she does. I kind of want to go to the catacombs, but I'm also a little scared. Death freaks me out, and just being in a room full of human skeletons, it gives me the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. But, like, I kind of want to do it just, like, experience it, you know? I don't know. Amsterdam, I don't really have anything planned either. I just want to go to the Van Gogh Museum. Obviously, I'm a fan of Van Gogh. I love Van Gogh. My favorite male artist. Now, my favorite girl artist, Artemisia. She's an icon. She's iconic. Let me tell you about Artemisia. Artemisia, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but she's from Italy. Her name literally has art in it. So slay to her for being an artist. Irony? Kind of. Did her dad name her that on purpose? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe in Italian it transfers to something. Transfers? Are you joking? My brain doesn't work right. I'm sorry. Translates to something else. What was I saying? Anyway, Artemisia. Her dad was a painter. Then he had Artemisia with her mom. Her mom died when she was at a young age. I think like 12, maybe. Also, don't take any of this into like, don't take it as facts, because I could be wrong. I just read like little snippets and like, so I could be wrong. I could I don't know. Just don't use me for like quotes on like an art exam you're doing. Anyways, besides the point, Artemisia was the first ever woman to be accepted into an art school. I don't remember which art school. School of Art. Sorry. Anyway, she hated men because one man did her dirty. So she said, I hate men, but not all men, because she also had like friends that were guys, which is weird little random fact that I thought was kind of cool. She was friends with Michelangelo, but not like Michelangelo the painter, Michelangelo's great nephew, the poet. So that's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, my cat just wanted to say hello. Her name is Monet, after the painter. Her name is Claude Monet, like Claude Monet. I thought it was funny. Anyway, that's her. What was I saying? Oh yeah, she was friends with Michelangelo, not the Michelangelo, but Michelangelo's great nephew, the poet. Yeah. Anyway, so she like had men that she didn't hate, but she would paint these pictures of like scenes of men getting brutally murdered by women. And I love that for her, because one guy did something awful to her. He did something without her consent. And there's proof of trials. And this is what gets me. Like, he was convicted. Like, back then they had trials still, and there's like proof of the trials, but they never gave him the punishment that he was supposed to get, which was like being banned from Rome or Italy. I don't remember. But like, isn't that insane? Anyway, so she was like, you know what? I hate men, so I'm gonna paint me murdering men and women murdering men and cutting off their heads and holding their heads in baskets. And there's a painting of like a girl with like, the story of one of her paintings is that this girl seduced this guy into sleeping with her. And then when he was weak, she took what do you call it? A stake, put it against his head. And it's like her swinging the bat, like swinging the hammer to like hit it into a skull. Very graphic, but very telling for Artemisia. Love that for her. I love that for her. Anyway, random fact of knowledge. Everyone should know about Artemisia. I love her. But I do love Van Gogh, because he's a hopeless romantic, and I feel like I'm a hopeless romantic. But also, he's kind of iffy with women, you know what I mean? Like, he had a girlfriend, and then he thought that she had an abortion or a miscarriage, and he automatically assumed it was an abortion, and he was like, why you kill my baby? And broke up with her, bitch. If the woman is crying a bit. Anyway, yeah, so she had a miscarriage or an abortion, and he just assumed abortion. So he broke up with her because he was like, why you kill my baby? Which it could have also been a miscarriage. Like, we don't know the facts. But like, even if it was, girl, maybe they weren't meant to be. Anyway, so he then got with a girl who lived across the street from him, but her parents were like, I don't know about this Vincent guy. So she poisoned herself. Very dramatic. I get it. I'm literally either her or Artemisia when it comes to men. Like, I'm either so obsessed with you, I'll poison myself if I can't be with you. Just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Don't send me. No, Monet, my cat is trying to. I have dead flowers here too, because I love flowers. And like, Valentine's Day was 3 weeks ago, but I still have these flowers because I hate throwing away flowers. They're so pretty. But my friends, before we got in our little quarrel. I cry if I think about that too much. Stop it! I have like Lego flowers that she's trying to tip over too. And she's never even over here unless I'm here. What a rat. What an ugly little rat, Monet. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm on two halves of the spectrum. I'm either the girl next door for Van Gogh or Artemisia when it comes to men. When I'm drunk, I'm definitely Artemisia though, because I don't get drunk. That's like not my thing. I hate being drunk. I hate the aftermath. I don't like the taste of alcohol. But those blue big buzz balls, they don't taste like alcohol. So that's one thing down. So anyway, for Valentine's weekend, me and my cousins got a little turnt and went to the bar. She's messing with everything right now. And there was a guy who literally was minding his own business. I don't know why I hated him so much right off the bat. But yeah, I just bullied him all night. And I kept saying he looked like the alien from Lilo and Stitch. I think I said the cross-dressing alien from Lilo and Stitch. Sorry to that guy if you ever watch this. I hope you don't. Anyway, I'm talking about my trip. That's this whole video diary is for my trip to the UK. I'm very excited, very nervous. Going with a group of strangers. Right now, 11, 12 days-ish. The plan is, I am still sitting by her on the plane. The girl that I'm not really friends with anymore because, like, honestly, I don't know. But I'm sitting with her on the plane. So there's a 2-hour flight, then an 8-hour flight. Because we have a layover. 3-hour layover. That's a lot. It's a lot layover. A long layover. A lot layover? A long layover. Anyway, so we're going to see how that goes. But when we get to London, because we booked with a travel group, we have some stuff that's already planned. But I'm just going to try to make friends with someone else in the group. And if I can't, I'm just going to leave the group. That's my plan. That's what the goal is. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fun. Okay. Also, crazy things happen. And there was this guy that I met on this video game, which I would have never thought I was going to say that. But he's not in my life anymore, so it's okay. So I could talk about it. But I kind of had a little crush on him because, well, first of all, it's been like all that. What was his name? Oh my gosh, now I can't remember his name. The guy that faked being Australian. Oh my gosh, what was his name? Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name now. But he faked being Australian and like faked his parents' deaths, which is crazy. Because why would you do that? That's like manifesting it. Anyway, he faked a lot of stuff and like just lied about the stuff he would write about and had a fake Australian accent. Anyway, it was when all that drama was going on TikTok. So I used to play this game called Friday the 13th. It was the best game ever. I can't believe it got copyrighted and deleted off of everything. That was my favorite game ever. But anyway, there was a British guy on there and I literally was making fun of him. I was like, you're a faker. You're Clinton Kane. That's his name because I kept calling him that. I was like, you're Clinton Kane. You're fake. That's a fake accent. And he was like, no, it's not. No, it's not. And I was like, yes, it is. And then I was like, I'm literally just a girl. Whenever we were playing, he tried to kill me. And I was like, I'm literally just a girl. And he stopped. And then he was like, do you think I'm British? And I was like, no, I don't. I think you're a faker. And he was like, I'll literally send you my UK passport. And I was like, I don't know you. And he was like, I'll give you my Discord. And I was like, I don't have Discord. And then curiosity killed the cat. So I made a Discord just to message him. And I did. And he sent me a picture of his UK passport. And he actually is British. Anyway, one thing led to another. And me and him were calling every night. And then we just stopped talking. I literally messaged him and he just never responded. That's man. Artemisia, however you say her name, she knew what she was doing. I was going to meet him in London, this British guy that I met on the video game, which probably wasn't the smartest thing to do anyways. But yeah, that's over with. But now, somehow, there's this guy who lives in London. Because the guy from the video game lived 4 hours away from London. 4 hours. I don't know if I said that correctly. He lived 4 hours away from London. So he was going to stay in London at a different hotel Yeah, I was gonna hang out with him in London, and he just stopped answering me, which, like, you're lost, buddy. Anyway, I was on Hinge, which I promised myself I would never get back on Hinge, but for some reason, I just decided to. That's why I'm going on dates. Stop. So yeah, I'm back on Hinge because I have, like, a Hinge horror story another day. And that is for another day. That one's a long story. I promised myself I would never be on. I'm banned off of most dating apps, actually. I'm banned off of Tinder, Bumble, and Facebook dating because I like to bully men. Artemisia. What if I'm Artemisia reincarnated? Just kidding. I'm not good at art at all, so I couldn't be her. I'm like her sister that never was good at art. Oh, so I'm back on Hinge, and this random British guy just liked me. And I saw, like, you could see his location. It's like, it said from some weird town. And I was like, that's nowhere near me. Why would I match with this guy? And then I was like, it kind of sounds British. And like, sometimes people have, like, a British look. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Not all British people have it. Like, sometimes I can't look at a picture and be like, oh, he's British. Oh, he's American. But sometimes you just can. Like, I feel like there's, like, an American look. Like, I feel like if someone from another country were to look at, like, American dating profiles, like, some of them, they could just be like, oh, yeah, that's an American. That's, like, not all of them, obviously, but, like, some of them you could look at it and be like, oh, yeah, he's American. That's how I felt about this guy. I was like, is he British? So I was, like, intrigued because I want a 90-day fiance. That's the goal. That's the main goal. Maybe that's why I can't, like, do this dating in America, because I want someone from a different country. Hate to say it. Sorry, I want someone from a different country. Anyway, so I was like, should I? Because Hinge doesn't show you the distance, like how far you are, like Tinder or Facebook dating did, which RIP, I'm banned off of those. But yeah, so I was like, I wonder if this is British. And then he, like, started texting me, and he was like, yeah, I live, like, 20 minutes away from London, and I work in London. And I was like, You what? So now I've been talking to him, and he sends me, like, little voice notes, whatever you do on Hinge. He doesn't have me on any social media, though, which is weird, because the other British guy that I was talking to had me on Snapchat, which kind of makes me a little, and obviously Discord. He didn't have any other social media, but he was kind of older. He was, like, 37, 38, which, like, is literally, I'm 23, but, like, I like people 38 and up. Like, I don't like people my age. That's also why I'm, like, not doing go to the dating thing, because he's 24, and I'm like, the guy who bought me these were 24. He also, I feel like he just wanted one thing, because he asked me on a date at 8 o'clock at night. Those are whore hours. Do I look like a common whore to you? No. Anyway, so I don't know. But anyway, this British guy, he sends me little voice notes. Sometimes he's, like, heavy breathing in them, and I'm like, are you doing something gross? Like, just, like, assuming because you're a man and you're heavy breathing, I'm, like, assuming you're doing something gross. Like, do you have an American kink? Like, do you listen to my voice notes and do dirty things with my voice? Just because, like, I feel like that's a thing. Like, I feel like British people would have a kink, like, oh, yeah, she's American. Like, I wouldn't say mine's a kink. Oh, hang on. I wouldn't say mine's a kink. But, like, when I hear a British accent, if there's, like, twins, like, say there's twins, one has a British accent and one has an American accent, I would go for the British accent one. Not saying it's a kink. Like, hearing a British accent doesn't make me want to go grab the vibe. You know what I mean? Like, but, like, is that a thing? Like, do British people hear American accent and, like, boing? Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes, like, I've never said anything, and he'll, like, keep a normal conversation just, like, with heavy breathing. Like, he'll be like, oh, yeah, you're going to work now? And I'd be like, yes. Or it's usually when it's late at night for him, so he'll be like, oh, you're getting off of work now? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm getting off of work now. Don't get too excited. But he's never, like, said anything sexual to me, so I don't Men just confuse me, guys. Anyway, I thought about meeting him in London, but also, like, what if I see someone, like, this can sound messed up, but what if I see someone better on the street and, like, I approach them and we fall in love? I can't, like, that can't happen if I have some stupid American fetishizer next to me 24/7 that I met off a Hinge, you know? So I'm just contemplating everything. I also feel like I should be packed already because I've had 3 dreams in the past week, 2 weeks, I guess, that I have missed my flight. I don't know what it is, but I just keep having dreams that I miss my flight. And I booked a nail appointment for 9 a.m. Should be done by 10:30, 11-ish. To get my nails redone because these are already growing out. But yeah, I booked that appointment. Also, I'm not farting. I'm sitting on a bean bag, so it's making weird noises if you could hear that. But I booked a nail appointment for 9 a.m. and my flight leaves at 2. So that gives me plenty of time, right? To, like, go straight to the airport after. Like, I wanted to be at the airport by 12. And I'll definitely not still be at the nail salon at 12. But I'm so stressed now. I wasn't even scared about losing it until I started, missing my flight until I started having these dreams. Because I'm like, what if I am late? And, like, in one of the dreams, my mom, like, woke me up and was like, girl, you're leaving to London today. And I was like, no, I'm not leaving on the 22nd. Then I looked at my phone and it was the 22nd. And I was like, what the hell? I don't live with my mother. So, like, why would you be here to wake me up? I don't know. It's weird. And one time I was at the airport and I heard them calling for my flight to board and I just didn't go. Like, obviously I'm not going to do that, but it stresses me out now. I don't know. Apparently I have flight anxiety. I don't know. But fingers crossed everything goes well. I will see you. I'm going to end this video now because I think I'm just yapping. So my mom's probably the only person that will watch this. So hi, Mom. Goodbye, Mom. I'm logging off. Next time I will record video diary. Will be maybe when I'm packing. Maybe I'll get a random burst of energy between now and then to just record something random like this. I don't know. Just talking about the experience. There's like a group chat of all the people that we're going on this trip with, and they're pretty cool. I'm excited to meet them. Yeah. So I'll give you updates when I'm doing stuff. I think this weekend I'm going to go shop for last minute travel stuff because just for funsies. So I might record that vlog, video diary, whatever you want to call it. Might do that. So I will see you either this weekend or definitely next weekend. Because that's what I'm leaving. That's crazy. Less than 2 weeks. 12 days. 13 days till I actually get there because I'm going to be on a flight for, yeah. Anyways, I'm really nervous, but also really excited. I will see you guys later. I also want to vlog because I'm going to try to stay up all night the night before because my flight leaves here at 2, but I arrive in London at 10:30 a.m. So I have to sleep through the whole flight to, like, go and do stuff in London, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. But I want to stay up all night that Friday night. So hopefully that British guy will tell me what time it is for him and I could just stay up with him and do as he do. I'm going to be really tired at my nail appointment. I'm going to try not to fall asleep though. But wish me luck. I will see you guys soon. Bye, Mom.